Okay, Kate, Monday, what are we celebrating today?
Chopsticks Day.
Okay.
Chopsticks Day and Frozen Yogurt Day, which I'm not saying it's impossible to eat frozen yogurt with chopsticks, but it's not anything I'm going to try today.
Yeah, you just dip the chopstick maybe and then lick it clean.
Right?
You could shovel some. Put them side by side and shovel a little bit.
I mean, you might get a splinter on your tongue, but, you know.
Oh, interesting point. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, unless you don't have wooden chopsticks. So
I can get plastic chopsticks.
There you go.
So, are you a chopsticks person, or do you say, no, give me the fork or the spoon or whatever?
When in Rome, for sure, chopsticks.
Okay.
So like sushi and sashimi.
When you go out to a place, is that what you're saying? Or so you won't use chopsticks at home if you bring something, if you get sushi and bring it home?
Well, I usually use my hands at home.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't use a fork for sushi. I use a fork for rice and Chinese food.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like using the chopsticks, even when I'm eating at home alone, Kate.
Do you? Look at you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So long as they're included, some places are like, do you really need to waste a pair of chopsticks?
Right.
You know, when you're ordering, it's an option. Have you ever seen that before? They'll, like, online say, do you need utensils? And the chopsticks will be featured at places that are chopstick food.
Huh.
You know? Yeah. I'm not especially good. I'm good enough, though, that I can consume an entire meal with chopsticks, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just slows me down. So.
Even your rice?
Yeah.
Way to go.
Well, you know me. I don't know. All right. Well, thanks, Kate.
Yeah.
Okay. You see Marie Kondo's changing it up, Kate?
No.
Her life is messier now, and she's fine with it.
Watch out.
Any guesses as to why? She's like, okay, you know what? This takes too much work. Any guesses as to why, maybe?
She's made a lot more money and wants to buy more things.
Well, she gave birth to her third kid in 2021.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So her mantra now, well, maybe I shouldn't say a mantra, but tidying up means dealing with all the, quote, things in your life. So what do you really want to put in order, is what she writes in her new book. Marie Kondo. So, the joy situation, right? Say, hey, if it doesn't spark joy, throw it away.
Right.
So now she thinks you should have a joy routine instead. Right? Okay. Come up with a doable joy routine, stick with it for 10 days, and see whether the daily habit changes are making you feel better. So here's her quote. Up until now, I was a professional tidier, so I did my best to keep my home tidy at all times. I've kind of given up on that in a good way for me. Now I realize what's important to me is enjoying spending time with my children at home.
Oh.
I always found it interesting, okay, now she has the kids, and she's like, okay, let's get our priorities right, and time disappearing and all that. But even before that, her professional job was to tidy up. Like, do you know how clean my house would be if I got paid a full-time salary to clean my house and do nothing else?
True.
Yeah, but instead, it's a cesspool. So, Okay, cesspool is probably not.
I was going to say, that's a little bit dramatic, right?
Not quite accurate, but place could use some tidying. Yes. The best description I have is it looks like I moved into my house and there are boxes located kind of throughout different rooms, and then all the boxes exploded and scattered their contents across the room. But no, it's not a literal cesspool.
No.
So there you go. Marie Kondo says, hey, you don't need to throw everything away. Sorry about you throwing away, your photo albums.
Oh, geez.
But backsies, Or I take it back. I don't know. Backsies? Is that a thing? Do people say backsies?
I mean, if you, give it to someone, but if you just throw it away, do you say backsies to the garbage truck?
Oh, yeah. Right. Maybe.
Matt, Super Bowl this Sunday.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so It's Philadelphia versus our beloved Chiefs.
That's right. Go Chiefs. I'm on Go Chiefs side. How about you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, and yes. Okay, so I've got a quiz for you.
Ooh.
Guess the city Philadelphia or Kansas City?
Oh, dear. This is an opportunity to be embarrassed. Guess the city, Philadelphia or Kansas City.
Yep.
All right, Kate.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Which city is the home of a roast pork sandwich that was named the best sandwich in America by the Travel Channel?
Roast pork sandwich?
Roast pork sandwich.
I'll say that's Philly.
That is Philly.
Yay.
Okay. Which city is known as the haunted house capital of the world?
Ooh.
Philadelphia or Kansas City?
There's some iconic haunted houses in Kansas City, but I feel like I would have heard.
Haunted house capital of the world.
Haunted house capital of the world. Eek. Kansas City.
Kansas City!
All right.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which city is the place where Walt Disney opened his first animation studio? Philly or KC?
Well, that's Kansas City.
That is Kansas City, correct.
I think they're trying to renovate that, by the way, or keep it fixed up
Are
or
they?
something. Yeah.
Okay. The first lager beer produced in the United States was made at a brewery located in which city? Philadelphia or Kansas City?
I will say that's Philadelphia.
That is Philadelphia.
Not fair because they were founded probably before. You know what I mean? Like lager's probably been around since the Plymouth Rock situation. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. I have a feeling you're going to get this one right.
Okay.
No pressure. Which big game city ignored prohibition during the 1920s, which led to an abundance of jazz clubs, brothels, and gambling halls?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Yes. Well done, Matt.
Oh, perfect score?
Yeah.
Woo.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the Chiefs every day this week leading up to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Matt and Kate promise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a misleading headline alert, Kate. Beep, 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 beep.
Yes.
Comparing green funeral options from composting to natural burial to water cremation.
Woof.
I got excited thinking that they were going to be talking about a Viking funeral in here.
Yeah. No.
That's not what it's about.
Oh.
So for a second, I was like, ooh, maybe I do want to be cremated at sea.
Mm-hmm.
They float you out to sea, right? They pour gasoline on you and then float you out to sea. And then they shoot a flaming arrow at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is not what this article is about.
That's very disappointing.
Whether or not they use actual gasoline, I don't know. That's probably not correct. It's probably kerosene or something. I don't know.
Some sort of flammable liquid.
Or maybe it's just whatever they wrap the body in is highly flammable without, I don't know, accelerants. But a water cremation, the technique first used by funeral homes around 2011 and legal in about 28 states, immerses bodies in a vat of hot, highly alkaline water. It's 95% water, 5% potassium hydroxide if you're trying this at home. The soft tissues dissolve within a few hours, Kate. Then the resulting tea-colored liquid, a sterile mix of salts, sugars, and amino acids unwound from DNA, is safe to pour onto the ground as fertilizer or down the drain. How about that?
That's sad.
Pour your loved one down the drain.
Yeah.
I know.
I also feel like maybe we just gave serial killers, like, some ideas.
Oh, good point.
I think I've been listening to too much Dateline.
I imagine that this ingredient is hard to source.
Okay.
I'm just going to go with that.
Okay.
They'll find you out. Remember that.
Not if you just pour them down a drain.
Well,
Sad.
like, wait a minute. This serial killer was listening to the Matt and Kate podcast where they mentioned this technique. Get him! Like that. Yeah, we solve crimes here on Matt and Kate.
Right.
Possibly aid and abet them as well, but, what are you going to do?
Matt, do you ever smuggle snacks into the movie theaters?
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me help you up your smuggling game.
Okay. Yes.
This TikTok content creator, her handle is Greedy, at Fat Girl.
Okay.
PHAT, by the way.
Oh, I see.
I feel like that needs to be
clever.
Yes. She's going viral for smuggling candy, booze, and popcorn into a movie theater. She brought in a stroller and she stuffed popcorn and snacks into a baby onesie and then surrounded it with some baby toys and a blanket. And then she filled the baby bottles with alcohol and was able to sneak in her snacks in the theater. And nobody questioned her because the baby looked like they were sleeping. And it was full of Reese's Pieces, Goobers, Hot Tamales, Doritos, and Skittles. Maybe she was going to Avatar, so she needed like a full course of snacks. It's going to be 8 hours. Bring a lot of snacks.
I would think so. Yeah, I was going to guess that she was like a mule and that she had the like taped to her intestine or something, but guess not.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like a drug mule?
Stroller. Yep. So you might need to start going to secondhand stores, Matt, to look for a stroller so you can smuggle your snack babies in.
I'm not that greedy.
Okay.
In fact, actually, it's been a long time since I've had snacks at the theater, concession or otherwise.
I don't think that makes you greedy.
To bring in a whole stroller full of
I think it makes you ambitious. That doesn't make you greedy. You're not like nobody else can have any.
Well, I'm saying you're being greedy with the amount of food you're trying to get into the theater, more or less.
Oh, okay.
You don't think that's... I mean, how many snacks do you need?
How long's a movie?
The world may never know.
Yeah, right.
Depends on the film. Is Avatar really that long?
It's long.
Avatar 2 run length is what I'm typing.
Okay.
I feel like the original one, yes, was long. And then all the other movies decided that they also wanted to be Avatar length, so I don't know what long is anymore. 3 hours and 12 minutes for Avatar 2.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Let's see about Avatar original. Avatar is 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Titanic, 7 hours. I'm just going through the James Cameron catalog. Terminator's not that long, right?
No. Titanic is 2 hours and 40 minutes. See, that's not long by today's standards.
Oh, so long, though.
Yeah.
Just let the boat go down. Come on.
Just sink it already.
Jeez. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. That's the second time we've spoiled the ending of Titanic.
Ah, damn it.
Or is that even the ending? There's some other stuff that happens after that, right?
There's other stuff. Yep.
Okay. Never saw it.
I mean, if we didn't spoil it, Britney Spears spoiled it.
Whoops. She did it again.
Oops. I did it again.
Yeah. She did. Yeah. Oops. Not whoops. God. What kind of Britney fan am I?
Come on, Matt.
Yeah, get it together, Matt. Did you know all the dating apps are owned by like 2 companies? Did you know that?
I have a feeling I may have known that.
So
but...
Match owns pretty much all of them except Bumble.
Okay.
Bumble's its own thing, and Match owns all the other ones. And Match tried to buy Bumble once upon a time. Actually, twice upon a time, I guess they tried to buy Bumble. And Bumble was like, no, we're good.
We're good. Keep your cash.
And then Match is like, we're going to sue you because you ripped off Tinder's swiping mechanism. It's like, oh, okay, so you're suing us now instead of wanting to acquire us. And I guess they succeeded. Bumble was fine. And it turns out, yeah, there's hardly any options out there.
So how do they differentiate, like this one's better than the other one? Just kidding, we own them all.
Yeah, I think they don't like to advertise far and wide that they're all the same.
Like eHarmony and Farmers Only and what's the other ones?
Farmers Only. I don't know. Match,
that one,
Tinder, Grindr
advertises a lot.
Probably. What?
Farmers Only advertises a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to be lonely. FarmersOnly.com.
You just have to be a farmer.
Yeah.
Are both sides farmers?
I don't know.
Both spouses? Okay. I mean, not both spouses, but...
both parties?
Farmers only allowed? Or what someone's... like, only farmers are available?
Or farmer chasers allowed in there? Like,
yeah, farmer chasers.
Just want to be married to a farmer. I don't want to own any land. Yeah. I don't know.
Farmers only. I'm going to look this up.
What if you just have a private garden in your backyard? Are you technically a farmer?
Yeah, I think so. Farmers only.
Criteria.
criteria. Good point. We're learning about farmers only. There's an FAQ section, Kate.
Yes. What if I'm not a farmer?
Yeah. I mean, there's this frequently asked questions. They've got, oh my God. There's hundreds of questions on this page.
Yeah.
Or at least 100 questions. Are you on that same page over there?
We have lots of questions. I mean, Matt, you grow tomatoes in the summer. Are you a farmer? Can we sign you up?
Yes, let's sign me up.
For the show.
Put me in some overalls and take some photos for the show. And get me on Farmers
Now,
Only.
Matt, overalls is a little bit of a stereotype.
Overalls and a piece of straw out of my mouth.
Yep, no shirt.
No,
That's not how that works anymore.
If I want to look sexy for Farmers Only, I need to be topless under there. Yeah, but I need to make the potential dater or whatever think that maybe I'm wearing nothing but overalls. You know,
this is how I do my growing.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going commando in those overalls.
Oh gosh,
I'm thirsty.
These are terrible stereotypes of farmers that we don't mean.
Oh, setting thirst traps like we do here on Matt and Kate, right, Kate?
Right? It's for the show.
For the show.
Matt, things you should not do in a medical emergency situation.
Well, that sounds like that might be helpful.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, you're in a medical emergency.
Okay, I'm picturing myself there.
Don't call your mom first.
Oh.
It says don't call loved ones. If it's a medical emergency, call 911.
Okay, that seems to make sense. Yeah.
Right?
Unless you forget the number to 911 and so you call your mom.
Right. Mom, can you dial 911 for me, please?
Yeah, I forgot the number to 911. Can you call it for me?
Yeah. Also, don't drive yourself to the hospital. If it's a medical emergency, call 911, and it's better to call an ambulance because they can treat the person as soon as they get there. And it's also hard to focus on driving when your passenger's in pain or needs help. So.
Yeah, so they don't want to see you walk through the doors to the emergency room carrying your own arm.
Right.
They want to see you on a stretcher that came out of the ambulance, probably.
Right. Plus, they don't want you to just park your car where the ambulance goes, too. So.
Right.
Don't leave someone alone at the emergency room. This is one of my favorite tips that I don't know that everybody knows. People in pain can't always make good medical decisions or stick up for themselves.
Oh, okay.
So just don't drop them off at the ER and be like, I'm going to go get some chicken wings. I'll be back. You're supposed to stick around so that you can be an advocate for them.
Chicken wings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know you're going to the emergency room, bring your cell phone charger.
Oh.
Okay? Yeah. So if you know you're going, try to bring a charger. It's really common for people to rush to the hospital. You might be there for a long time. And if your phone dies, you can't call people because you don't know their numbers.
Yeah, have they improved the outlet situation at hospitals to accommodate a ton of people?
I think so.
In? Okay.
I think so.
Fortunately, I haven't been to the hospital in a while.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the last 10 years, I have noticed that we've had easy outlet access.
They give you USB sometimes?
Yeah, I know I've seen that at our last urgent care situation, but I'm just suggesting, don't unplug something without asking first. Right?
That's the sound of someone flatlining.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, things you should not do in a medical emergency.
Good ideas, Kate. Thanks.
Yeah.
Kate, you ever quit a social media app and then you kind of have some withdrawal? Go through withdrawal?
No.
Okay. Do you take breaks from social media or do you ever be like, I use this too much, I quit?
I definitely do not go to Instagram as much as I'd like to because I feel like Instagram sucks me in for a long time.
Oh, so you just don't even bother to open the app?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not that addicted then?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't been using Twitter for a while. I'm kind of browsing Twitter in a different way.
Yeah? How's that going?
It's fine. It seems like there's a lot more time in the day.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine.
Right. It's probably been a month. Elon bought it and kind of broke a lot of things about it.
Yeah.
Including the ability to use a third-party app. No. You got to get in this app over here.
Oh, okay.
And so it just got worse. And I was like, okay, fine. So I'm not really going through withdrawal. Like I'm not getting shakes or anything.
Good.
But even after a month, I'll get home and then eventually get to the iPad. And I typically search for apps. I'll pull down and then type, what the app I'm searching for instead of swiping around.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not on the front page. And I keep on starting to type Twitter in there. I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Wait a second.
Yeah, come on, Matt.
Old habits die hard, Matt.
Get it together. Yeah, it has been nice not getting, my eyeballs assaulted with, tweets.
Do you feel like you're less in the know because you're not on Twitter?
No, I'm using it's going to sound really dorky. I'm using my RSS reader to follow all my headlines, so I feel like I still know what's going on. I'm just getting less sassy comments, I guess.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You don't get the little commentary that you get from the people on Twitter when you're reading it elsewhere.
All right.
But I still quote no just as much now as I would expect I would had I continued on the Twitter train.
Okay.
I was just curious if you could relate at all.
I definitely can relate that Instagram takes up too much of my life so that I don't let myself go on there very often. And it never fails. Like, it's a daily conversation at our house. Did you see that Instagram I sent you? I'm like, no, because if I go and look at it, I'm going to be there for forever.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think I have the willpower to just go on every day and look at the Instagrams that my husband sends me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for a long time, actually, I've moved social media apps off the front page.
Yeah. I think Instagram's the only social media app that I have. Is Pinterest social media?
Kind of.
Yeah,
I
okay,
guess.
I've got that app. Yeah, I don't have Facebook on my phone. I just go through the browser.
It's a healthy decision.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, have you ever heard of the gambling mechanic with that and other similar apps?
No.
So it's almost like you're doing a slot machine. So you pull out your phone, you hit Facebook, and then it'll take a second, and then boom, the notification, little red thing comes up and it kind of pulses its way in. So it's as if you're, pulling a slot and then getting a dopamine hit off of it. Yeah. There's some good science to this. So if you want to kind of lessen your addictions, to put your phone in grayscale mode so you don't get triggered by the red notification icons.
There you go.
But yeah, they did science to addict us to these apps. Not as deadly as cigarettes, though. There's that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Matt, just for the pun of it.
Oh, just for the fun of it, Kate's going to give us a setup to a joke, and then you and I, dear listener, will do our best to guess the punchline.
Yep.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm prepared.
What do you call a chicken that skateboards?
A chicken that skateboards. So chickens go bagok. And what else do chickens lay? Eggs. They're skateboarding eggs. Skegs. No, that doesn't make sense. Skateboarding. Chicken skateboarding. They have beaks. They peck things. They have feathers. They skateboard. Chicken. Am I anywhere close? Have I said anything that might... No. Chicken on a skateboard.
I'm just surprised you haven't started singing Avril Lavigne, though.
It's a bird. What?
Avril Lavigne. He was a skater boy.
Oh.
Boy. Okay.
No.
Which doesn't have anything to do with the answer. I just thought you would have gone there.
Okay, no.
What do you call a chicken that skateboards, Matt?
I don't know, Kate. I give up.
Shredded chicken.
Shredded chicken.
That was a good one, right?
That's good. I wasn't going to get there.
I liked that one.
Should have focused on the skating lingo. Whatever. Nicely done, Kate. Thanks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.